Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Deen Sisters presents To know Him is to love Him. السميع العليم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وتوكل على العزيز الرحيم الذي يراك حين تقوم وتقلبك في الساجدين إنه هو السميع العليم. And put your trust in the Almighty, the Most Merciful, who sees you when you stand up to pray, and your movement amongst those who prostrate. Indeed, He is the all-hearing, all-knowing. Sometimes we get into certain highly complicated situations in our lives. We desperately call upon Allah seeking a way out. We pray and pray every single day, almost every single moment in the day for a solution, but the problem doesn't get solved. Shaitan starts to whisper doubts into our minds, and we begin to think, is my dua even heard? Is dua the solution? Should I give up my hope? But to As-Sami', the all-hearing, and Al-Aleem, the all-knowing, neither our du'as or the pain we go through ever goes in vain. The reward comes in this world or the next. I once got the chance to hear a very inspiring story about a sister from her cousin who was with her during the tough times. The sister got married when she wasn't a practicing Muslimah, and so was her husband. Fast forward 5 years into the marriage, Allah guided her back to Him, and she really tried to change. She now understood how a Muslim should be keen on seeking knowledge as it is obligatory, and practicing all that one learns as much as one can. She understood as a Muslim one can't pick and choose which of Allah's commands to obey, but one has to try one's best to fulfill all. She understood as a female she needed to cover herself properly as a command from her Lord. And she also understood how bad deeds dangerously affect one in this life and the next. She became a changed person, but unfortunately her husband didn't, no matter how much she tried. He couldn't care less and didn't give her the necessary support. As expected, she turned to As-Sami' al-Alim, the all-hearing, all-knowing, desperately in need of help. Ramadan came, and together with her cousin who narrated the story, went for tahajjud daily, mainly asking and praying hard to Allah for the necessary change in her husband. Ramadan came to pass, and she waited for the improvement, even a little, but there wasn't any. A lot of worrisome thoughts kept bugging and disturbing her mind. Is this how her future sons will be? Will her daughters be allowed to wear hijab? Will her children understand the importance of obeying Allah at all times? Who would teach them the importance of going to the masjid for the 5 daily prayers, or waking up for Fajr on time, or seeking knowledge and practicing it? Time passed and she prayed and fasted, but the change never came. She understood he wasn't going to be her partner to Jannah. She realized staying only made following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's orders very hard for her. Then she made the decision every woman dreaded because of the unfair, degrading thoughts the society gives it and how hard it can be. She decided to end the marriage and become the divorced woman. She went back to her parents' house and began calling upon As-Sami' al-Alim for another husband who was going to help her on her path to Allah. Time went by and she got no marriage proposal from anyone. The whispers of shaitan began and she started to lose hope. But Allah, As-Sami' al-Alim, promises His response in this world or next to the one who calls upon Him as long as he doesn't do the things which nullify his prayers. Then the unthinkable happened. She began having marriage proposals from everywhere. At a point in time, she had up to 7 proposals despite being a previously married woman. She is now married to the kind of husband she needed and blessed with a child despite not having one in the 5 years of her first marriage. Indeed, He is the all-hearing, the all-knowing. Ibn al-Qayyim says that Allah is all-hearing such that He hears all of the prayers to Him in all languages, and listening to one person does not distract Him from listening to another. This firstly means when we talk to Allah, it is a one-on-one even if we are in a crowded room full of people. We are the focus of His attention. Secondly, Knowing that Allah is all hearing and all knowing should make us aware. There are certain things we would not say in front of someone we respect. Knowing that He knows everything about our situation and our future should make us vigilant over our speech and actions. Thirdly, whenever things do not go our way or as we assume they would, we need to put our trust in the one who truly knows us, our condition, and what is best for us. May we always trust in the capabilities of Allah, As-Sami'ul Aleem, the all-hearing and all-knowing. Ameen. If you benefited from this video, please follow the Deen Sisters on YouTube and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the rest. You can also help support the organization and give yourself or your loved one the chance to be an even better Muslim, inshallah, by pre-ordering for this ebook written by the co-founder of the organization. The link is sala.co/m/Muhammad. Launch date is 29th April 2021 and your book will be sent to your email address, inshallah. Price goes up after launch, so get yours now and support yourself and the Deen Sisters.